much for joining today's session, the Virtual Career Center Technology Tour. My name's Paolo, and I'll be your virtual attendant. Not actually virtual. I'm a real person. Just kidding. So my name's Paolo. I'm a peer career coach here with George Brown Career Services, and I'll be taking you on the virtual tour today. So if at any point you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them in the chat, and then myself or a moderator will definitely address those comments, and we'll post a lot of links and email addresses throughout the tour as well that you can get in contact with us later if you want to save the questions for after. And today I'll be going over the 3 technology platforms that Career Services uses and help you navigate them so that you know how to use them as well. So on this technology tour today, we'll be covering those 3 platforms like I had highlighted. We'll start with Instagram. So Instagram is the social media that Career Services likes to use to help support students and stay in contact with them. So I'll go over the Instagram account, give you the address as well so you can give us that follow. And then afterwards, I'm going to discuss the Virtual Career Center, which is housed within Blackboard. So I'll cover how to actually join the Blackboard community. And then once you've joined, all the different resources that you'll have access to once you actually join the community. And then lastly, I'll also cover GB Careers, and you can see a lot of the value that is housed there as well. So starting out with our Instagram page, you can see an example of it on the screen. So the address is Careers GBC. Definitely give us a follow if you're not already following us. The reason why I stress that so much is on this Instagram page, we include a lot of information on upcoming events. We have career peer coach tips. So if you like what you're hearing from me, there's more of that on the page. If you don't like it, there's other coaches as well. So you're good either way. We also go on Instagram Live and have live career conversations. And then we also have access to pre-recorded webinars on the IGTV. We have information regarding any job postings that might be of interest to students, and any sort of immediate updates and responses. So if you need a quick answer to a question, it's great to reach out to us on Instagram as well. And our Instagram account has been posted in the chat there as well, so feel free to click the link and take a look. So just going through a bit of the features on the Instagram page, the arrow that's a bit higher up to the left is pointing to the highlight section. So in that area, we'll often highlight key information. So there's a section on the team, so you get to know the team of people that actually support in Career Services. There's information regarding job postings. Again, that's being updated to make sure you're getting relevant information. And then any information regarding events that are career related that are important for the students to know as well. And then next, we'll actually visit the IGTV section. So that's where the lower arrow is pointing, and see what's going on there. So in the IGTV section, there's a lot of saved recording that you might find interesting or useful to check out. So we have a ton of different series depending on your needs. You can definitely check them out. One is the Ask a Career Advisor or Ask a Peer Coach section. So that will include coaches like myself, as well as our experts, career advisors, having conversations regarding any consistent questions or concerns we're getting from the body to make sure those answers are available to everyone else. Chances are, if you're wondering something about your career, someone else is thinking it as well. So checking out these live sessions can be a really great resource for you. There's also career conversations with guest speakers. So that's where we'll get industry professionals to join us on Instagram Live and give us insights to what's going on within their industry. So as much as we have a great broad understanding of career services and your career needs, it's always great to hear from people directly within your industry so you know exactly what's going on there as well. And then there's access to career advisor webinars too, with a variety of different topics. So feel free to check out this page and favorite or save any of those conversations that are really relevant to the support you need. So next, we're going to head back to the main profile page. So you'll see the Linktree link highlighted in our bio. We talk about it a lot, so it's definitely something to explore, and I'm not going to explore it today. I'm kidding. I would never do that to you. Of course, we're going to click it and see what it includes. So once you click that Linktree link, it provides you a gateway to access a lot of different features and resources of the virtual career services at George Brown. And that Linktree link has actually just been posted in the chat as well. Thank you, Dahlia. So once you click that link, you can see access to our virtual career center front desk, and login will be required. And don't worry, I'll cover that as well in a minute. You can book an appointment, a one-on-one appointment with our career advisors, drop-ins with peer coaches, again, like myself or some of your preferred team members. And then there's event registration and other information as well. So these links can often shift as needs shift and as information changes as well. So feel free and actually feel encouraged to check the link frequently to make sure you are up to date on everything that's going on related to careers at George Brown. So next, we're actually going to head to the Virtual Career Center front desk. And to do so, we're going to transition over to Blackboard. And part of this process is actually registering for the Blackboard Community for George Brown Career Services. Again, that link has been added to the chat as well, so you can take a look at that. But our Blackboard Community is where we house a lot of our career-related resources, and that's where you can get in actual conversation, get direct access to our admin staff and our career peer coaches. There's Julia in the corner greeting you saying, hey, come join us. So today I'm going to actually show you how to enroll in our community in Blackboard so that you can gain access to these resources and gain access to the virtual front desk so you can come and talk to us more about your career needs. It's a one-time process, and I'm going to go through it right now. So if you want, you can actually follow along yourself and register now. But if it's too much to take in, totally understand that too. You'll be able to reach out to us, and I'll give you an email address. Reach out to us as well later if you feel like you need support at another time to get registered. But registering is important so that you can access all the great resources we have. So in order to enroll in the community, when you start the process, you might see that screen there that says access denied, which looks alarming, but it's not a big deal at all. It just means you probably have to log in with your credentials. So you'll want to log into Blackboard using your student ID and your StuView password. After doing so, you should see a screen that looks something like this. So it provides a bit of information about the organization that you hope to enroll in. In this case, it's the Virtual Career Center. And you have to just hit submit at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen there. And after doing so, you should see a screen that says success. And that is exactly what it implies. You've successfully enrolled in the community, not too difficult a process, and now it's time to celebrate by exploring the resources. So that's it. Now you're at the Virtual Career Center. There's me in the corner celebrating with you, giving you the thumbs up for that accomplishment. So this is our landing page, and you have a summary of the services that we offer, as well as all the links to actually access them. So you can visit our virtual front desk Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 4:30, and one of our career services staff will be happy to help you. So let's actually dig a bit deeper into these services that we have. So if you need support with your resume or your cover letter, your LinkedIn profile, anything like that, I definitely encourage you to visit our drop-in peer services, again with peer coaches like myself. We're available from Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then you can also join career-related webinars. So I had alluded to them a bit earlier when talking about the Instagram page, but these webinars are a great resource to keep up with, because you never know when they're going to be talking about a specific topic that is very applicable to your own work search needs or any career related questions you might have. So the schedule is still being set for the fall, so you definitely want to follow us on Instagram and make sure you're enrolled in the community so you can see which topics are upcoming and block off that time in your calendar to make sure you can join the webinar. And again, if you haven't been able to join the community or have missed any information, if I've gone too fast or anything like that, please feel free to reach out to us via email at careercenter@georgebrown.ca. So the first tab you'll see on the left is the Welcome to the Virtual Career Center. Clicking that, you'll have access to the tab called Virtual Front Desk and Webinar. These names are pretty self-explanatory, but basically that gives you access to the virtual front desk. So once you click on it, you will see a list of rooms, and one is the Virtual Career Center GBC course room. Clicking this and selecting Join allows you to actually get access to our virtual front desk, and there on the other side of it virtually will be our admin staff as well as peer coaches like myself who are ready to offer support or answer any questions you might have. As you might have guessed as well, this is where the webinars are housed. So those variety of topics covered through the webinars will be housed in that room. And again, the schedule is still being finalized, so give us that follow on Instagram and visit our Blackboard community, and you'll be able to know what content's coming up next. Something else to note too, we recognize that you all have very dynamic schedules that have you being busy at very different hours. So we also record previous webinars, so you can join the virtual front desk and we'll help guide you to access the recorded webinars that you are interested in. So if you can't make it, don't worry too much. We got you covered. A few other features of the Virtual Career Center that I want to highlight before moving on. A huge one is the Career Resource Hub. I really strongly recommend you take a look at this. There's more than 20 different resources, tip sheets, videos, researches, other things like that that cover a lot of the areas that we might have questions about when we think about how do we get that job that we want, whether it's navigating LinkedIn or networking, building your resume or perfecting it, or your cover letter. What kind of content do I include on a cover letter? Interviews. I know that's something I get nervous about, and then I know other people do as well. So being able to access staff for support as well as these resources that you can take a look at on your own is a great combination to make sure you're getting the career support that you want. And then finally, the last two tabs on the screen there, one is GB Careers, which I'm going to highlight in just a second. And then, of course, our Instagram page. Again, I'm sure I've mentioned it enough, but it is a great page to follow. So again, I do recommend that. And before heading out to the GB Careers page. Again, I just want to highlight that all the different resources are all found within the Virtual Career Center there, and that enrollment process is a one-time process. So after doing that, you don't need to enroll every single time. After that, you can just log on to Blackboard and hit the Community tab at the top right-hand corner, and the Virtual Career Center will be listed there, and you can access it at any time that you need to. Come visit us. So lastly, I'm just going to highlight the GB Careers website. This is a great resource to access our job board, to book appointments with our career advisors, checking out our events calendar and see what's coming up in the career world. And then also, if you're in co-op or your program requires you to do co-op, you'll be navigating through GB Careers to go through that process as well. So when you're logging in, the link for GB Careers has been posted in the chat as well, so you can take a look there. You want to click the Current Students tab, and then you're going to log in with your student ID and your StuView password. I'm sure you're tired of hearing about those things by this point, but you're going to hear a bit more about them right now. So once you've logged in, you'll be greeted with a screen like this, and I'm going to focus on the Career Services section because that's where our job board is. And you have your job postings that you can search different criteria for, and then job applications you've done as well to keep track of those. And by jobs, I mean that very broadly. So it could be full-time work, part-time work, volunteer positions, field education positions, and on campus as well. So any kind of job or position you think you might be interested in, have a look at the job board, see what's out there, and maybe make a note to visit fairly regularly, because jobs can pop up and be taken down at any time. So that's just something to keep in mind. It's definitely a great resource to check out. Next, we'll explore the Appointments tab. This is where you can get that one-on-one access with our career advisors. Strongly recommend you check them out. As you can see, some of the topics they can cover with you: career development, career exploration. If you really want to fine-tune your interview skills, if you want to do mock interviews, your portfolio, if you need help developing that, there's a ton of great support, and you get it one-on-one with the career advisor. It's really a valuable experience. So when you book your appointment, you select your preferred campus. Not a big deal now that we're virtual, but that's still a part of the process. And all your appointments will be online through Microsoft Teams. And to log on to Teams, you might not be surprised at all. You'll log in with your student ID at georgebrown.ca and then your StuView password. What a shocker. And then you just select the day and time that works for you, and you get your appointment all set. We also have the calendar of workshops and events. Pretty self-explanatory, but this will contain the up and coming career-related workshops or events that are happening with George Brown. So that might be interview panels, it might be job fairs, or might be specific workshops that can help build skills or information. So checking out the calendar is great because you can get a bit more information about the events that are coming up. And then if you choose to, you can register through it as well. So just to wrap up, I want to thank you so much for joining today. I know it was probably a lot of information. So if you have any concerns after you step away, anything you're trying to process or remember, anything like that, please feel free to follow us on social media, Careers GBC, or send us an email at careercenter@georgebrown.ca. And we're so happy to help you with the process. The overall summary: mention that Instagram account, joining our Blackboard community so that you can access us whenever you need to, and then visiting the GB Careers website, depending if you want to look for jobs, book appointments with advisors, or see upcoming events as well. Other than that, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate your time today, and I hope you have the best semester if I don't see you. But I really hope to see you in the Virtual Career Center. We're happy to help as well.